Subtracting mixed fractions is usually where most people give up and reach for a calculator. But there's one part of these questions that makes them look much harder than they really are. And once you understand that one part, the whole process becomes much easier. Let's start with an easy one and build from there. 5 and 5/6 can be written as 5 plus 5 over 6. And 2 and 1/6 is 2 and 1 over 6. Now, because we have a negative sign, we need to distribute that to both the 2 and 1 over 6. Now let's combine the whole numbers. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So we have 3 plus 5 over 6 minus 1 over 6. The denominators are already the same, so we don't need the butterfly method here. We simply subtract the numerators. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Now we simplify the fraction to its lowest terms. 4 over 6 simplifies to 2 over 3. So our final answer is 3 and 2/3. Pretty straightforward. But what happens when the denominators are different? Let's try one example. 4 and 3/4 is 4 plus 3 over 4. And 1 and 1/3 is 1 plus 1 over 3. Because we have a negative sign in front of it, we would write it as minus 1 minus 1 over 3. Now we combine the whole numbers. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Now we're left with 3 over 4 minus 1 over 3. This is where we bring back the butterfly method. 3 times 3 equals 9, and 1 times 4 equals 4. Now multiply the denominators. 4 times 3 equals 12. Now subtract the two numbers at the top. 9 minus 4 equals 5. Once you get a whole number plus a fraction, you write as a mixed number. 3 plus 5 over 12 is 3 and 5 over 12. That one is still fairly simple. Now let's try one where the fraction we're subtracting is actually larger than the fraction we have. This is the part that usually causes the confusion. 6 and 1/5 is 6 plus 1 over 5, and 2 and 3/4 is 2 plus 3 over 4. Now combine the whole numbers. 6 minus 2 equals 4, so we're left with 4 plus 1 over 5 minus 3 over 4. Now we'll use the butterfly method again. 1 times 4 equals 4. 3 times 5 equals 15. Now multiply the denominators. 5 times 4 equals 20. Subtract the two numbers at the top. 4 minus 15 equals minus 11. So we have 4 minus 11 over 20. Now what we need to do is we need to do some regrouping. We'll borrow 1 from the 4, so we can rewrite 4 as 3 plus 1. And because our fraction has a denominator of 20, we can rewrite that one as 20 over 20. So now we have 3 plus 20 over 20 minus 11 over 20. Now the denominators are the same, so we can subtract the numerators. 20 minus 11 equals 9, so we're left with 3 plus 9 over 20. And that can be written as 3 and 9 over 20. That's our answer. So notice what happened. The butterfly method helped us deal with the fractions. But when the fraction we needed to subtract was larger than the fraction we had to use regrouping. And once you recognize that situation, you'll know exactly what to do. Now let's see if you can do one yourself. Try this. 7 and 1/3 minus 2 and 5/6. Take your time. Work through the same steps we just practiced. Drop your answer in the comments, and I'll reply to your answer. In my next video, we'll learn how to multiply mixed fractions. And once you're comfortable with these basic operations, mixed numbers become much less intimidating. If this lesson helped you understand mixed number subtraction, subscribe for more simple step-by-step math lessons, and share it with someone who struggles with fractions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.